So at long last, we are going to see the reveal of the downstairs bathroom. This is the room that was made possible by the KonMari decluttering, and generally, actually, it was something that we planned to do many years ago and just never got around to finishing. So with the decluttering and with moving my son into the basement, we finally were able to get this room done. So this is going to be your sneak peek into the finished room. So as you can see, first off, it's just so nice and bright in here. And I wanted to take this video at this time of day. It's actually around 3:45 p.m. Just to show the amount of light that is going to come in to this room during the day. And that's with the door open, but even with the door closed, a fair amount of light does come in. So now I'm going to close this door, and actually I will probably also take a little bit of video later. But this is just the amount of light coming through from the bottom of the door. So as you can see, it's quite bright. Now right over here we've got some lights, and these are these wonderful sunken ceiling lights. I don't know what you call them, but they really create these beautiful pools of light. And these arches was a design that we did when we first designed this room. And you can see there's another pool of light over the sink. So this is an inexpensive pedestal sink from Home Depot. These are some pretty economical tiles that we got at Lowe's. And this was our vision for the shower from the beginning. We had a lot of fights over this for a while. We thought we wanted glass, but in a great book, which I reviewed on my channel called Make Your House Do the Housework, he points out that glass in showers is a big hassle to clean. And I'll tell you what, this shower is very pleasant to take a shower in, and you know, there you've got your curtain. So right now we're seeing what it looks like with daylight coming through and these mood lights. So they really, at night, they also just create a beautiful mood, and I'll probably show you guys what it looks like at night. I put some plants in here. There's a lot of street finds in here. So I realize this this is kind of going all over the map. But anyway, that I've probably had that for 20 years, that little medicine cabinet. And I realized it actually fits in the area over here that I just finished building, literally today, this morning. It actually fits right in here. So I might buy another set of shelf hangers, and I could hang it in here. But for the moment, I actually really like how this looks. Those hat boxes, those two are actually empty. And then that one has some scarves in it and some other jewelry and things like that. And it's actually been a closet down here, but I realized it looked really nice in this area. There's some toiletries in that dollar store bin, and that's a decorative thing that I got in Mexico not too long ago. And you could put Q-tips in it. You know, you could do a couple of different things. But these are just, you know, cardboard hat boxes, and they're painted. Oh, I forgot. I've got yet another hat box in there that I could use. So that actually makes one more hat box that I could paint silver and have a collection. This is a nice little bathrobe that I thought went with the theme. Yet another street find. This shelf, I found it on the street, just sitting there. And this mirror, this beautiful arched mirror, also just sitting on the street. So I think that's it for street finds in here. And let's turn on the main light. There is also a heater and also a fan. There's only one outlet, and I think that's a little bit problematic. We could have put in more. We just didn't do it. And we had the tile put in by a guy, and I'm very glad that he did it because it was really hard. But we designed this. We designed those stairs, and you know, the interesting thing was, you know, we had this space, and the original architect's plans when we fixed our basement and did all of the retrofitting for earthquakes, and fixed the foundation. The original architect's plans, the bathroom only went to this wall. And so there was just this empty space. So I was like, well, let's just use that. And he was like, well, it's going to be at a different level, because that's, if you can believe it, so that is the original level of the basement. So you can see how much we excavated the basement to get to 7-foot ceilings. So anyway, we designed this different thing with these little stairs. But then for years, we didn't know how to get the shower in there, and we had all these arguments and debates about it. Anyway, I just can't believe it's finally done. I love how it looks. And I've basically kind of styled this for you because this is, in fact, right now, primarily my son's room. And here, I'm going to get up here. I can stand at this level. It's about 6 feet up here. And as you can see, there's just plenty of spacing here. You could do yoga. That is another little closet space that I could put shelves in. I just haven't gotten around to it. And so there you have it. That is our basement bathroom. And I will point out another thing that I have learned and discovered as we've worked on this bathroom. So when we redid it in the last sort of year or two, we had to redo all of this. All of this was starting to mold. It had been here for about 20 years with the arches. We made those arches a long time ago. I don't know. I'm saying 20 years, but it's, I don't know, 17 years ago. I don't know how many years ago it was. So here's the thing about basements, and here's why you should be cautious about investing too much money in a basement. A basement is a hole in the ground, and these areas can flood in extreme rain. Now we've had actually a lot of rain this year, and so far so good. We have replaced this. It did not get moldy or flood for many, many years. But then after after a couple years of very extreme rain, it did get moldy, and there were little pockets of water. So this is still capable of flooding a little bit, or getting moist. And I did see some moisture down here, not this year, even though we've had tons and tons of rain, but last year I did see some moisture at these levels, like literally water seeping in, because this is all underground. So the point is, I think really finishing a basement, and I saw somebody on YouTube, and this is actually where I sort of started to think about this. When you see these houses and you want to finish out a basement, between cracking and moisture, it's not always worth it. However, having said that, I'm really glad that we had a professional come in here. He knew how to float this base of this tile and make it sloped the right way. That was very, very hard to do these steps, and he did them. He was amazing. He's an older guy, and he just did a fantastic job. And the last thing I'm going to say about this room, and like I said, I just built these shelves today, and I'm so proud of them. And then the last thing I want to say, and like I said, that's a fan and a heater. Don't use the heater very often. The last thing I want to say is, for a basement space, there is so much brightness, and I chose white because I wanted it to be bright, but I also just want to say that we're really lucky that it is so bright for a basement space, and I think that also makes it really, really pleasant. So right now my son's living down here, but I could see this being a wonderful Airbnb space. So let me know what you think of our basement bathroom reveal, and we'll show you more. I've been working on the rest of the basement too, but I really wanted to show you this since I just finished basically kind of styling it for this video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.